Many people have the money of starting up a goat farm, but at least for today, let me answer this question that you guys have been asking, that really, how does a goat farm pay? Because someone will think, if I buy a goat, for some time, I sell it off, then I get my profits. That's not true. So, in today's video, watch the whole video if you want really to know how your goat farm can pay you. I'm seated on the second floor because the other one is ground floor. This is first floor and second floor of the structure that I'm putting up. This is for goats. It is quite big one because as you can see, it goes here. I'm just seated in the middle, slightly in the middle. And someone might ask that, Kimdi, you're investing a lot of money, but how sure are you that that money is going to come back? Because we have seen you planting pastures, we have seen you doing various things. What I can first assure you is that I'm putting up all of these things because of you, and I'm trying to do this thing because I believe there are certain people who are very much interested in doing goat farming, but they don't have land. That is why I'm making sure that I cut part of my land to do a demonstration farm. I have been having various demonstration farms that I sold off as real estate development. Someone come, pay and buy my farm, and I go to other things. But this one, I'm not going to sell it off. Don't worry. I'm a business person. Actually, someone came and took my demonstration farm that was in Bugema. He bought it off and gave me cash with all my animals. I said, wow, that is quite interesting. So in that line, I got money and the goat farm paid me. You see, that is one. But before we go to how a goat farm pays you as a farmer, we want to first look at some products that come from a goat. Guys, if you knew the aeration that is here, if you knew the aeration, we are going to put in some other poles. Don't think that these ones are enough, because here we want to put pastures. Our hay is going to be here, our goats are going to be there. We decided to keep goats and sheep, so we shall have a partition of them. It is a big structure, guys, very big one. It is a very big one. The first product that we get from a goat, that is the manure. This is where we keep our manure. Are you looking at it there? And this manure has been utilized to our pastures. I like using organic manure, I don't know why, but as you can see, some of our pastures, they are looking good just because of that manure. This is one of the spot, and the other one. So I have enough manure for goats. My goats have gone to graze and they are not available right now. I have come when my boys are already out for grazing. So manure will help you in crop production, and you're going to see that your produce is going to be highly appreciated and it's going to be looking good when you put that manure. Another product, it is milk. Those people who are keeping dairy goats, they really get milk from them, and a liter of milk goat is usually 10,000 Ugandan shillings per liter. Isn't that money? That is a farm gate price. Our third product that we sell off when we are doing goat, those are the kids that get born at the farm, because those are the profits of actually a goat farm. Whenever you buy a goat, don't think that that exact goat is the one that is going to give you profits. No. The kids that are going to be born, if you look after them well and they reach the maturity age, then you sell them off and you get the money. Meaning you have got the money from selling off that kid, but still the mother is still there. That is why I always say that if you have a quality goat, like the ones that are going to be here, specifically zero grazing, feeding them on first class food that we have planted by ourselves, that means everything is gonna be very fine. An animal that you can hold and you feel that really I'm holding a very strong, healthy and quality animal. If I tell you that you give me this amount of money, you won't be hesitant to pay that amount. So that's why we always say that if a farm try to curb or to reduce the mortality rate of these kids, then that is one of the signs that shows that this farm is performing well. Those are some of the products. Then the last product, I'm going to make sure that we remove these things. When these boys were working, they never removed them. But I'll get someone to to remove them because they are soft. The last one is meat. If you slaughter your goat, you're going to get meat, and that meat you're going to sell it off. You can sell it off in a raw form, you can sell it off as an added value packed meat, or you fly meat. Various things that you see when people slaughter animals, you can as well utilize that opportunity from a goat. So you've seen that. I'm talking about these farms that are having more less animals, not more than 200. For people who are having more than 100,000 goats, 10,000 goats, for them they can bring improved equipment and they do standard value addition, like doing clothes, utilizing the wool, utilizing other components like the horns. So those are for people who have really abakolam, not the ones that are like me. For us, we are looking at the other products that we get from a goat farm and other things that usually come into that line. So those are the products that we get from the farm, and those products can pay you if you systematically play with them to make sure that you produce the exact things that are required of you, because it depends on the market for them, where the distance and everything that normally come up because of that. But there are even more other ways that you can do and you can apply, and they give you money through a goat farm. That is agritourism. I will not forget, I will continue telling you this. But guys, are you looking at this view? Are you looking at some of the pastures that we have planted? Actually guys, we had many eucalyptus trees here, but we have tried to clear everything. But we have another land that still have eucalyptus, and when we come on increasing the farm, we shall come on removing some of them and we plant them somewhere else, because if we didn't have a forest, it would be costly for us to put up such a setup. But because we had our own trees, that is why it wasn't so costly. Though it was, don't think that it was very cheap as I'm talking, but it wasn't so costly like it would have been if we had no trees to put up such a very nice and improved structure. Agritourism. I have tested some money of agritourism. That is why after moving to different countries like Kenya, Ghana, Togo, Benin, South Africa, Liberia, there is a certain thing that you noticed. You know, we, the Baganda, we always say that okutambula kulaba okudda kunyumya. So after doing my pilot study, I said, Hakim, jangu okole ekintu ekitalabikangako mu nsi yo ate ku myaka gyo. So that is why I decided to put it here. It takes good amount of money, but I assure you it really pays. So agritourism is also going to pay you a certain amount of money when you very strategic in your plannings and in your strategies that you're looking at when it comes to keep animals. Lastly, how I got pay is through trainings. Training other people's workers as well as training other farmers. Guys, that is another side that will give you money out of goat farming. If you open up something like that at your farm, you're going to really acquire a lot of money. Someone might say that, Hakim, why are you giving us all that information free of charge? Why not? We are in Africa. You're my brother. You're my sister. I want to tell you something that I'm implementing. You implement it too. We are not on competition, because the demand for these animals is much higher. The demand is much higher than the supply. So if the demand is much higher than the supply, that means we need more other people to come on board to supply and to be able to give that aggressive demand that is already consuming us seriously. So guys, that is one of the things that I do to get some money. If you had such a question that really how does a goat farm pay, that is how it's going to pay you. When is it going to pay you? That is another question that I will answer in other videos. But a crew, it does not pay you at once. It will pay you continuously. And I know many people want to see such a stream of income, to see the income flowing. Don't mind on when, but be strategic and do what we always tell you. I'm very sure that in a very short period of time, you will start noticing a change. You will start seeing many things changing in your life just because you have applied a lot. I'm also going to cut other trees to fill in this, and I want by next year when it is ready for my hay, because my hay is soon getting ready. Guys, you come and we look at our napier, how it is. It is growing very fast. You will not only be a fan, but you will be a family member. So thank you very much. May the Lord bless you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We shall be showing you how we shall be making silage out of this. Bye.